This is the Hi-Spec file set, and I saw this for 15 bucks. Pretty good deal, because I bought some other tools from them, and they were reasonably priced and work well too. So I got this also. And there's some pretty good files in here. You get a good general use selection. It's a standard bastard file, crosscut, probably the most used file that I go through. In the half round here. The case is a little hard to get these out with the handles being rubberized, though they're pretty nice in the hand. I like the shape. So you got the crosscut on the back, and this is pretty standard. And the teeth are pretty good on these. Sometimes they mess these up, even the higher end files. And then rat tail is more coarse than the others. Pretty good for deburring holes, cuts from saws, triangle. And the needle files are pretty nice. There's a good selection here. You get even some like more rare specialty type ones, like this one's flat here and you just have teeth on the sides. That's really good for getting in there and just finishing off real tight areas where maybe you overcut with the saw. So probably get a lot of use out of these, especially when I'm working with aluminum. And pretty reasonable. This one has a like slight spot where I can see the milling under the teeth, but the teeth are still there even though you can see the difference in lighting, so that's fine. If I compare this to like my Nicholson files, which is what I use, these are machinist files, this set cost me like $160 or $180 and came in a cheap vinyl pouch. They're nice files and I use them for a while now, but I don't want to wreck these. I'd much rather use the general ones, and these have different grits anyway, so I can use both. That's why I got it. Then I have some jewelry files which I use for softer metals, but the cut is 0, so it's like almost like emery paper. These are a little more substantial here for removing more material and cleaning up stuff that's rough. Good complement. So to use the files, make sure that you only push away. You don't want to do a sawing action that'll break the teeth on the way back. So you want to just do light, even pressure in even strokes, and then don't slam it down. That'll break the teeth. These are really brittle metal. If you get them loaded up, like this is starting to get loaded up with the brass here that I'm filing, and you knock them against something, a lot of people do that. That breaks them. So get yourself one of these brushes. You can get one of these for like $5 to $10. This is a nicer one, but get the wire brush and the nylon. So what you do is you brush with the wire one away, and then you can clean it up lightly with the nylon, get everything off of it, and go back to what you're doing. So as long as you keep them clean, they'll cut for a long time. Files usually last me many years, even these lower end economy files, as long as I take care of them. I did have a set like this that I loaned out, and all of the teeth came back wrecked because I found out that they were sitting there with the tool steel or steel, and they were just going back and forth and wrecked all my files. So just keep that in mind.